Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of our 5-day scramble to connect the most American states. The goal of this game is to make the largest cluster of connected states, which we can claim by going to that state and completing its challenge. The twist here is that we can only claim states currently on the board, meaning that our options for available states are constantly changing. Last episode, Amy and I started the game by flying to Chicago to claim the Illinois-Wisconsin cluster, while Ben and Adam flew to Memphis to snag Tennessee and Mississippi. Unfortunately for us, they claimed Tennessee just minutes before we could claim Illinois, which allowed them to knock Wisconsin off the board and leave us stranded. But not completely. After we claimed Illinois, the Canada wildcard popped up, meaning the first team to make it to Canada could claim it as a state and connect everything along America's northern border. Amy and I quickly pivoted our strategy and boarded a flight to Detroit, where we'll be able to drive over the border into Windsor, Ontario. Ben and Adam, on the other hand, don't have any great moves. While Georgia is on the board, they don't have any flights there for the rest of the day. So with nothing better to do, they're about to start the 6-hour journey to Atlanta in their rental car.
For the time being, I don't know what is better than at least heading towards Atlanta. Maybe we turn around. We gotta call Enterprise and see if they'll let us change our reservation. Dude, I can't believe this. Really? We have to drive 6 hours to Atlanta? How's that possible? How has the Memphis airport let us down this badly? Pull up ATL, man.
Literally the first person off the plane. I didn't even know you couldn't leave when the flight attendant starts talking about where the baggage claim is. So I didn't film it because I was overwhelmed with power. Troy, we're here.
Okay, so.
They claimed Mississippi.
And then they tried to remove Canada. We protected it. So they removed
Michigan.
Which, yeah, we expected.
We knew would happen, but still sucks.
And then what flopped was?
Georgia,
which.
So annoying. So they're going to get Georgia. They're going to have 3. That puts them way ahead. But if history has taught us anything, it is that a coalition of Mississippi, Tennessee, and Georgia are beatable in a war.
Sure, yes. And this is day 1.
Yes.
What matters a lot more than I think actual connections day 1 is setting yourselves up for optionality later, in my opinion.
Oh, here, potentially.
Ooh.
So here's maybe some foreshadowing. You know there's a Margaritaville wild card, and it would change our lives if it came up soon.
Have you looked at the tracker?
I have looked at the tracker. They're driving to Birmingham, which is roughly as far as they can get tonight, is Birmingham. And
to
then
get to
there's
Atlanta?
a flight at 7:45 in the morning.
Oh, but they could also just drive straight to Atlanta in 6 hours. So I think it would get them around a similar time. And the only thing is they'll have saved the money from a flight.
Yeah, it just depends how much the rental car would cost.
I don't think nearly as much as a flight.
Thank you for choosing Enterprise. My name is Barbara. How can I assist you today?
Hi, I have a car rented with you guys, and I wanted to change the drop-off location to Atlanta Airport.
To change it to the Atlanta Airport, you're looking at an additional $224.44.
It's $224 just to change the location?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you for choosing it.
That's crazy. When we did it with Hertz, it was only like a $50 charge.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Look how long, it's like a hearse.
Sam keeps insinuating that he's gonna die on this trip, and I just want to let the record show that if that happens,
wouldn't work because you can't drive.
I had nothing to do with it. All right, Sam. Let's go to Canada?
They let us.
Oh, come on.
We need tension.
Nice boys like us, how could they?
Complete the Canada scavenger hunt. Go to any Canadian city hall. In the next 60 minutes, find 8 of the following: a Canadian flag, a Tim Hortons location, bilingual signage, ketchup chips, the word sorry, a Canadian Post mailbox, a maple tree, a goose, a hockey stick, real or an image, and a temperature written in Celsius. You may not use your phone for research either before or during the challenge, other than to navigate to the starting point. You may not use anything seen before the start of this challenge to fulfill a requirement. If you fail, you may reattempt in a different province.
Windsor is closest, so we're going to Windsor. I suppose there's no strategy in picking some even smaller town that we could get around faster, but I guess we have a car. In celebration
To Canada.
being in Motor City. We're in a car.
We have a motor. What do we have? We have a Kia.
Yeah.
Traders.
Okay, I hate this. I hate this.
Are they going to do
this?
They're going to do Final Destination on us?
This fucking sucks. I'm switching lanes. I'm not driving behind that, man. That's not an option for me.
If we got Final Destination by then, I would simply jump through
That would be smart. You jump
the
through it.
tube. Okay.
4.5 hours away from Atlanta, man.
They have just landed. They've rented a car.
Interesting.
So they're probably going for the U.S.-Canada border.
Very interesting.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it might make the Canada challenge trickier, though, because that's going to be easier in a big city.
Yeah.
My understanding is Windsor is very unexceptional.
My understanding is that it is exceptional because it is going to be the place that we do a really good job.
Well, put them on the map.
We have to get 8 out of these 10 things. I think Goose is going to be tricky. At the very least, it's out of our control.
Yeah, I wouldn't optimize for Goose. Like, you know.
I wouldn't optimize for Goose. I think a lot of this stuff's probably findable within like a grocery store. I don't really know that much about ketchup chips, but I assume it's a flavor of chips. Detroit.
Welcome to Detroit.
I liked that sign. There she is.
It's the Motor City.
There's sort of the bottom half of the Detroit skyline.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Look at these. Is that GM? Oh, no, it's Chevrolet. I recognize that building from like stock footage or something. It's foreboding.
Canada. What's our answer for why we're in Canada?
Why we want to visit Canada.
Oh, yes. For border, I was like, I think it's pretty obvious.
Right.
No, I think when they ask why we're going to Canada, we should say because we intend to claim it.
Got it, just barely. Yeah. We saw it and we went, oh, no, hurry.
But we're here. We're in Alabama.
We got it.
I'm frustrated to be in a state that we can't claim, but that's such is the nature of this game.
Such is the nature of the game.
Hopefully, it comes up eventually, because then we can add it to our juicy cluster.
That would be nice. I love a juicy cluster. What's up with them? They didn't get it yet.
They are just now crossing the U.S.-Canada border.
Wow, welcome to Canada, jet lag.
It's pretty funny that our one little bit of Canada content for you is going to be Windsor, Ontario.
Windsor is, many people don't realize, Canada's finest pearl.
And Sam and Amy are about to prove it by finding so many Canadian things
That's
there.
true.
Or not. I think that there's actually a decent chance that they
It
fail.
would be so awesome
And
if they fail.
Lock themselves out of the province of Ontario.
That's the thing about wild cards. Wild cards can be failed.
If they whiff here, I think they're in big trouble.
I was worried that was not a strong start. We've made it.
We are literally in
We
Canada.
got a little bit of a talking to.
The border guy did not like us at all.
There was a stop sign that I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But
Well, here's something I wish we didn't notice.
what? Oh, God. Oh, sorry, language. Okay, but City Hall, right up here. Okay, don't notice anything, Amy.
I've never been less observant in my life than I am right now.
There's ice. This is so fun. Don't slip. Okay, 6:32.
We really
We
need this.
really, if we don't get this, it's like crash out time. But
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. Our plan is that we're gonna look kind of around here. There's a tourism office
Yeah,
over
we
there.
got government-y stuff here, so I feel good about bilingual signage.
Stuff like that, maybe a flag. We have 1 hour,
Okay,
but it's time to
do it.
go.
Okay. All right, so let's check.
Let's just have a look around here.
Is there
Maybe
anything
I've got a
bilingual
flag.
through the door?
Maple leaves, but not the flag.
Not seeing Windsor City Hall.
Oh.
Oh, is that the thing?
I assume. Yeah.
It's
Canada
it?
Post.
Canada Post.
Okay. Hey,
Oh,
that's
wait, Amy.
Yeah.
Look at the sign. Look at the sign.
Oh,
Okay,
that's in frame.
that's good.
So it's so annoying as there's a Tim Hortons right there, but we did drive by it on the way in, so
Yeah.
it doesn't count.
Surely one of these is going to show hockey, because hockey's like the thing, right?
Maybe.
I fear not. Oh, come on. The location is closed. Surely you're sorry about that, right? Surely you're sorry about that. No?
I'm like looking to see
No
if any
apologies?
of their signage.
Okay, well, it is closed, but they're not sorry about it, so I feel
If we
good
can
about it.
get into a library and find some like heated rivalry book with a hockey player on the front.
This is the court.
Well,
unfortunately.
there are a lot of books in there. Okay.
Serious injury, you best call Mama Justice.
Mama Justice.
Calling Mom Mobile.
Oh, whoa.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, do it.
No,
No.
she's gonna be too annoying. Just kidding. Oh, man, I wonder if they're gonna get this. We'll hear pretty soon whether they got it. And then the board's gonna change.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're not gonna have felt really stupid for driving 4 hours into Alabama.
Yeah.
But it's really flown by.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we've barely been driving to Atlanta.
Anything? Oh, wait. Is that a Canada flag? That's a Canada flag, right? Yeah, that's for sure a Canada
That's for
flag.
sure a Canada flag.
Okay,
That's
so that's
undeniable.
Do you have the maple tree app?
Yeah, I have that.
Okay, do you want to just start seeing if it
scanning
works?
stuff. Yeah. I mean, maples are big. Maybe it'd be one of those over there. Like, look at, these are so clearly maple leaves. Yeah, it seems to be first and foremost a leaf identifying app, but.
Yeah. Maybe if we held up a leaf.
No red maple.
So that's a maple. That's great. There's a war memorial. Maybe they're really sorry about, the
Wouldn't
war.
hold my breath, but
Okay.
I mean, right now we just need 4 more things.
We want to maybe look in a little bit in here.
Where's that honking coming from?
Over here.
Oh wait, is that definitely a goose up there? That is definitely a goose
Where?
up there.
Oh, what is he doing? This goose is just overseeing the city. He's Batman. That is a Canadian goose.
Yeah, that's undeniable. Those ones, you can't even pretend.
That's a goose. It's a literal Canadian goose.
I've never been more sure in my life. I took an ornithology class.
Okay, I'm gonna read some signs, see if I can find sorry.
Yeah, good. Or a Celsius on like an oven or something. Sorry.
I am so sorry.
Hey, don't be sorry.
Wait, what does that put us at?
Yeah, we're at 6 out of 10.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, should we get to the car maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we just kind of do bigger and bigger kind of circles around downtown.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not loving the lack of,
Anything?
I'm surprised at no signs yet of temperature.
Oh my God, you see that sign?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I did not realize that was here.
It's crazy.
I guess, we're entering the snack zone. Welcome back to the snack zone. We found something that is fairly Alabama coded.
Never had these before. I am from the South, but I've never had these.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
Oh, a whole pig's worth of air just entered the car. Yeah.
Pretty much tastes like bacon. What's going on with them?
It kind of looks like they got in back in their car.
That suggests to me that they're panicking. Here's what's gonna happen with them. You're gonna predict something that Amy just said, all right? And then we're gonna cut to them and see if she did say it or if she says something totally different.
I think she's gonna, at some point in the show, she's gonna hit the same with a quiet. She does it sometimes.
We're gonna get Canada, Amy.
Hey. You watch your mouth.
Wait, Windsor Arena.
Oh. I do not see any depictions of a hot.
Wait, I'm gonna turn right.
Okay.
Because surely, right?
Really somewhere. I mean, there's not really depictions of anything on this building.
Okay, let's see what's at this intersection.
Tim Hortons.
Yes.
Ha 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 ha. But there's Tim Hortons.
Hell yes, that was 7.
That's 7. We
So
need
just
one more
need
thing.
one more. Crazy. Okay.
I think let's start going to convenience stores and stuff. I think let's test out the theory that ketchup chips are a pretty common snack. Okay, another Shoppers. Great.
Okay. You want to just try that?
Yeah.
Okay, this must be the Canadian CVS. Let's give it a shot.
Chips.
Here we go. Let's go. Canada's ours. Let's frickin' go. Oh, and what time is it? Oh, we're gonna be able to get back to the airport.
Thank you for using our self-checkout.
This is enormous. This is
It's the literal biggest thing it could possibly be.
it is so big. This is huge. Huge, Amy.
Hello? Getting a call. We're getting a call. Hello?
Oh, hey.
You know what ketchup chips are?
You ever seen ketchup chips?
Do you know what they taste like?
Probably ketchup.
They taste like Canada.
No. Victory.
Oh, right. This tastes like victory.
Let's draw our next.
We're going to draw the card that will replace Canada right now.
Ready?
Okay. What's it going to be?
Interesting.
What's it going to be?
The great,
It is
not state of DC, which totally should be a state.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yes,
But
we would like to take Georgia.
no Georgia.
Yeah, that's going to be a no.
That's a hard no from us.
Look, it pains me as a proud Washingtonian.
Wow,
I'm glad that we've acknowledged that DC should be a state. Ready?
New Hampshire, whatever.
It's New Hampshire. All right, we gotta go.
Okay.
See you. Bye.
That is bad.
Dude,
That is real bad.
that's not any of the stuff I wanted to happen,
No, I
man.
didn't want any of that stuff.
Fucking crap.
My life was so much better before Amy called us on the phone.
Ah.
Okay, New Hampshire's kind of.
New Hampshire's good because this puts us in a position where if we go for Vermont or New Hampshire, inevitably they're going to get rid of one, but then the other stays. And it's connected to Canada. We need to start connecting states.
We do. With that knowledge, we definitely want to go to the airport, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because we have nothing within reasonable driving distance.
Yeah, maybe right before we return the rental car, we do some research on what flights could take us where tomorrow morning. The main thing is like having Canada is great because it gives us a ton of options. What's tough is that those options are unbelievably spread out.
Yes. Oh, we're taking the bridge this time.
Oh,
This is exciting.
yeah. It's coming out blurry on the phone, but just trust me when I say it's clear as day to us. It's Detroit. Everything coming up blurry. What makes probably the most sense for us is to take this 9:51 a.m. flight to Boston. It's like $300 some each, and it would get to Boston a little bit before noon, and then we'd probably have to get a car, or maybe there's some kind of train that goes through New Hampshire.
Ben, you'll never believe where we are.
The gas station.
We're at the Snack Express.
Oh,
It's not the Snack Zone.
nothing fun happens in the snack.
No, nothing cool. We will see you here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central. Well, that means it's time to go to bed. It's warm. Good night.
Okay, literally just at 8, Amy. So this is our spot.
And with that, sweet dreams.
Bye.
Now it's the rest period. You know the drill. We eat, sleep, and show up at the same spot 12 hours later. Tomorrow morning, each team will draw their next private card, a secret state or wild card that can only be used by them. Will it change our strategy? Let's see what happens.
8 a.m.
Wow.
Get back to it.
Good morning.
Good morning. We have to draw
Okay.
our private card. Let's do that in a second.
Yes.
Because that could very much dictate our first move this morning.
We frankly would prefer that it does.
Yeah, because I'm not in love with any move that we can do right now. We do
Yeah.
have options, but none of them scream,
None of them
Great.
are sort of like good in the traditional sense. I mean,
they're just fine.
yeah, they're fine.
Good morning, Ben. Welcome back to the Snack Express.
Good morning. I loved sleeping in the Snack Express.
We have to get back on the road, but first, I think let's find out what our second private card is. It's not great. There's a lot of states that could have been good. That is not one of them.
That's fine, whatever. I don't care. Let's keep going to Georgia.
In terms of what we want, I mean, it would be nice if it was like New York or something, but we know it isn't because New York already came up.
Well, something that borders a state that's available right now, so we could get a 2-state combo
Yes.
without them nabbing.
And as a
one of them.
bonus, if it also borders either Canada or Illinois. Do you want to pick?
I don't know. Do you want me to be responsible?
We're a team. We're always both responsible.
Oh, it's Washington.
Borders Canada.
It borders Canada. It's just, it doesn't really help us right now.
Is it what we dreamed of? No. But I'm trying to go for delusional self-belief here.
Okay, do we go to Boston?
I mean, we should survey our options again. Do you think they just have a departure board in here? Let's just look at our situation while Ben and Adam drive to Atlanta or whatever.
Oh, yes, Ben.
Over 2,000.
Over 2,000 in stock. Oh my gosh, look at that guy.
They're selling
that little guy.
fleas.
I love his vibe. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no! That, I saw it at first. I thought maybe it would be something fun or silly, and then it wasn't at all, dude.
No. The fact of the matter is we're in the deep south. Welcome to Georgia.
We're glad that Georgia's on our mind. And certainly it is.
Georgia is on our mind.
Ben, shall we finally reveal to the beautiful audience what the Georgia Challenge is?
Okay, beautiful audience. Here is the Georgia Challenge.
Make an advertisement for Coca-Cola. Georgia is the birthplace of Coca-Cola, America's most iconic product and one of the world's biggest advertisers. In the early 20th century, Coca-Cola painted mural advertisements for their product in small towns across America, particularly in the state of Georgia. Go to any of these original or recreated murals where you must make an advertisement for Coca-Cola. In your advertisement, both team members must successfully flip a bottle of Coca-Cola. If either team member's bottle does not land upright, you must wait 10 minutes before trying again. You may practice during the 10-minute periods.
There you go. So there are lots and lots and lots of faded ghost murals of like old Coca-Cola advertisements.
Yeah, like in the early 1900s, Coca-Cola commissioned painting all of these big murals as advertisements all over the state of Georgia, where, of course, Coca-Cola was founded.
Let's try and pull off in Villarica and see if we can find that mural, because that should be right on the way.
Okay, so for starters, there's an 8:30 to Seattle if we ran.
Yeah, my concern with the West, though, is it tends to be less populated and therefore less frequent flights. I don't know that we want to cut bait on the East this early.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Looking at flights that we could reasonably get at this point,
Fair enough.
I don't see anything super attractive before that Boston flight.
Yeah, the only thing would be Des Moines, and I think between Iowa literally not being on the board and neither is Minnesota or anything, like, that's probably not it.
There's a 10 a.m. flight to Albany.
From here?
Yeah. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. The Albany flight is so expensive.
How much?
It's $500.
Oof.
Or we could pay a shitload to Delta to take a slightly later flight to Boston. Worth keeping in mind, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, arguably 5 states within reasonable driving distance of there that could flop down. Oh, come on.
Should I call JetBlue?
You could try. Yeah. I'll look at other options while you do that.
Thank you. Hello. My name is Amy Muller. I'm good. How are you? I am trying to book a kind of last-minute flight, and I'm not able to do it online, and I just wanted to check on your end if there was any way.
Okay, there's a gas station up ahead. I am going to pop in here and find us some Coca-Cola to flip. A robot's here. I think we want the smaller one. Okay, it is cool. I'm kind of a feeling about this one.
I think it could be really bad. The 10-minute wait in between
It could get brutal.
is very punishing. However long it takes.
We gotta get Georgia.
Okay, well, thank you for trying. You too. Bye.
Well, that sucks.
It's not ideal.
Okay. I've checked all the airports vaguely near, and the deal is that there's nothing better than paying $500 to fly to Boston. I'm not liking our start today.
No. If things were going well for us right now,
There would be
Then-
no comeback.
right, then we wouldn't be so compelling.
Are we sympathetic characters?
I hope not. I
You want
kind
to be
of,
the heel?
yeah, I'd kind of like to be the heel.
I like when the audience tells me, I'm so sorry, Sam. That sucks, and that wasn't your fault.
Oh,
Okay, should I do it?
yes.
Okay. Personal info.
Does he remember my birthday?
I can't learn one new thing about my introverted boss every day while I'm traveling the country together.
Hi, welcome to day 2 of learning one new thing about my boss every day while we travel across the country together. So I'm gonna try to keep it relatively simple while I'm getting the hang of this, which is why today I am going to try to find out kind of like what he thinks of birthdays. Like, I feel like he could be the type of person who really like doesn't care and is like, oh, it's just time passing. Like, who cares? But I also could imagine him being like low-key pretty into it. Also, for everyone who's ever asked about this hat, yes, it was DIY. Yes, it was buttonhole stitches in holes I cut in the back 2 hems. And yes, I think it looks better on my head than the regular ones, even though they look completely ridiculous. Let's go.
Your birthday is September 24th, 1998.
I'm very proud of you. I've always thought it would be more chic to be the type of person who doesn't care about birthdays, but I can't quite access that within myself.
All right, should we go?
Yeah.
We're shipping up to Boston. I really don't feel good about
There's not that many
$1,100
people.
gone, and also like we should be running right now, Amy.
Yeah.
We should be hurried, but we're not because this was like the soonest useful flight.
Yeah, no. There is a lot to feel bad about.
Here we are in Villarica.
This is kind of cute.
This is very cute.
Oh.
How do you see it? Boom. Drink Coca-Cola. Historic Villarica. Okay.
Let's set up a sick-ass shot, shall we? We're here.
We've got our Coca-Cola, and we are now ready to make an advertisement for Coca-Cola that is going to get people absolutely horny for soda.
People just don't know about this problem.
People don't, but after this, this is going to make waves.
Well, here's the situation. We can do our first try. If we fail, you have to wait 10 minutes so we can practice in that 10 minutes. Ready? Dude, I love Coca-Cola so much, it makes me want to flip out. Let's go. See you in 10 minutes. Do we think that it would be better then if we got like our shirt or something and landed on that so that's where we're landing? Maybe. Right. This is harder than like something. We definitely have to work with this.
Amy, look at the water feature.
Wow. Do you feel
Well,
calm?
it's laminar.
Ooh.
It's laminar flow.
Yeah.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, this little jumping thing that's going on, I really like this.
Look, there's also a train inside. You're not allowed to have a train inside.
You can do anything.
It's a damn Amtrak, man. It's the sleeper cars. That's pretty fun. All right, Ben, it has been 10 minutes. We can try again. Here we go. This is our act, take 2. Hey, dude, I love Coca-Cola so much, it makes me want to flip out. All right, see you in 10 minutes. See, there's one. There's that my second attempt. Yeah, great.
We're getting better at it.
I definitely shouldn't have said 10 minutes. Definitely shouldn't have said 10 minutes when I wrote this back.
All right, it's time to board the plane. We do need to protect the state. If they do well with the challenge, they'll probably complete it while we're on the plane.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to assume. I mean, hopefully the challenge is a complete disaster.
It makes me want to flip out. It makes me want to flip out. It makes me want to flip.
Yeah, I mean, New Hampshire.
Obviously, New Hampshire.
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
New Hampshire, protect it, and then we'll just assume they knock out Vermont. But we could get New Hampshire before they get Georgia. That'd be really, really cool.
That would be really, really cool. Seems very unlikely, but we can dream.
And good to go, Samuel. Thank you. Morning.
And thank you for flying with Delta.
All right, Ben. Why don't you start this one off?
All right, well, hello. We've gone to a different place. Sign, it's over there. Turns out that trying to do this on an incline is stupid. But anyway, let's roll the commercial. I'm Ben, and Coca-Cola makes me feel like there's a friend of mine.
Oh my God. I didn't want this to be the situation. This sucks. I've already blown it twice, Ben. Good job, though. You nailed that. Thank you. I'm adamant. I love Coca-Cola so much, it makes me want to flip out. I'm adamant. I love Coca-Cola so much, it makes me want to flip out.
Yeah! Oh my God, I thought we were going to be in Georgia for 6 hours.
Go, dog!
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Wow, that is absolutely massive, Ben. I cannot believe that we did it.
Okay, let's find out what is on the board.
You'll have to try to call them. No.
No.
Okay, they must be on a plane.
Yeah.
Probably to Boston.
You ready?
I'm ready. Ohio. It definitely doesn't touch any of our states, but it's not that far.
Ohio feels like not a bad state to grab if we can.
I think that obviously we want to eliminate either Vermont or New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
They pre-sent what they're going to protect. Let's say we're going to eliminate New Hampshire. Let's check. They protected New Hampshire.
Okay, then Vermont. Get out of here, Vermont.
And one more, Ben. Please be something good that we can get to easily. National Park wildcard.
So that's not a state. That's because a few of the cards in the deck are wild cards. These can be used to claim several different states that share some kind of property. In this case, the National Parks wildcard can be used to claim any of the 30 states that have national parks by going to a national park in that state and doing the National Park Challenge. If you fail, you have to try again in a different state, meaning that wildcards are risky to attempt, but massively open up the board when they're available.
Ooh, okay.
National
That's
Park
a lot
wildcard.
of states.
National Park wildcard. What's the nearest national park?
There's a lot of states with national parks.
South Carolina has a national park. Arkansas has a national park. Kentucky has a national park.
But we do have to consider the challenge.
Take an iconic photo at a national park. Somewhere in a national park, take a selfie of both team members at a 0.5 times zoom. Post the photo to your social media with a poll asking what national park it is. The correct answer must be the most common response after 10 minutes.
Here's the other thing we really have to consider, Ben. Can they beat us to a national park, depending on where if they're going to Boston, Maine has one, Acadia.
They can't get to Acadia anytime soon, I don't think.
I received overwhelming amount of information over text because my Wi-Fi was not working. So the new stuff on the board is Ohio and national parks.
Yes.
Ohio looks better for us than it actually is. It's one state away from Illinois. It's one state away from touching Canada in a couple of ways. It's something we'll probably want to keep on the board if we have the power. I assume we won't have the power.
Yeah. National parks, on the other hand.
National parks is interesting because as the crow flies, we are not that far from Acadia, but also we are not a crow.
It is almost a 5-hour drive.
I mean, I think that the best state for us to get right now would be Kentucky. We can be in Mammoth Cave National Park in 5.5 hours. We might be able to get to Great Smoky Mountains National Park in not that long. It's on the border between North Carolina and Tennessee, so we could get North Carolina. I guess the trouble is then we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
If we wanted to get to Acadia today, driving there, we could get there in 5 hours and 2 minutes, passing 2 places where the New Hampshire Challenge is achievable on the way. We do get quite stranded if we go for Acadia.
We do. We'd have to basically drive all the way back here or maybe to...
There are trains.
Yes, but trains aren't faster. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the National Parks card in either our or their circumstance is it's just very time-consuming.
We could also go to St. Louis and go to the Gateway Arch.
Yeah, get Missouri. People would know what that is.
Look, it's a little cheesy, but Gateway Arch is technically a national park. It's like the only one that's in a city. Here's the argument for St. Louis. Missouri's a much more useful state, and then we're in a city with an airport, and we can go wherever we want from there. As opposed to, we're gonna have to lose another hour driving to a airport after the national park, after Smoky Mountains.
I lean a little bit St. Louis. It's also basically a guarantee that you get
the challenge successfully.
And Missouri is a good state.
It's a way more useful state. Okay. We tried really hard to find an earlier flight. We could not.
None such exists.
So we have sort of like 30 minutes to kill in Atlanta.
And kill it we shall. Okay.
Yeah, dude!
Welcome to the world of Coca-Cola.
I wonder if we can also go to the damn aquarium.
Okay, we have maybe 20 minutes to enjoy the wonderful world of Coca-Cola.
This is the most American thing in existence. It's like, what if we had a museum for soda? I want to taste the Coca-Cola. Yes, yes. Where are our cups?
I'm checking the tracker. I think they're literally at the Coke Museum.
I mean, but they already finished that challenge, right?
So
are they just having fun?
I can't think of
Why
any...
would they be having fun?
Yeah, I can't think of any competitive reason why they would be at the Coke Museum. It is like corporate propaganda, but it is like...
That's fun.
Very cool corporate propaganda.
And I feel like I've heard tell that Coca-Cola fuels the fun.
They have this room where they have like 200 different flavors of soda.
But Adam doesn't like soda. He hates carbonation.
He doesn't. That's true.
It's so carbonated. Do you want to try Country Club Merengue from the Dominican Republic?
Sure. Oh, that tastes exactly like Motrin. What about?
Ooh, Bonbon Anglaise from Madagascar.
Yes. That tastes like a...
That one sort of also tastes like cough syrup.
The floor in here also extraordinarily sticky.
Here, actually, you know what, Ben? Here's what we're gonna do. You're the #1 tasting champ.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen now is we're gonna go to one of these, and I'm gonna get you one, and then you're gonna guess which one it was. Okay, ready? This one. Keep your eyes closed.
To me, it tastes like melon flavor, like an Asian melon flavor. Is it Fanta Melon from Thailand?
It's gotta be Fanta Melon Frosty.
Yeah, and it's very green.
All right, I think we have to go to the airport.
Yeah, we gotta go to St. Louis.
Oh, whoa, oh my God.
Oh,
Ben.
We've been transported back in time. Oh no. How are we gonna get to St. Louis?
How are we gonna get to the airport
How are we gonna get to St.
now?
Louis? I don't know. In like a funny way, I don't know, but I don't know how to get out of it. I would say the world of Coca-Cola is not really designed to accommodate visits of 20 minutes.
No, not really.
But we did it.
We tried so many different beverages.
And now we will try the realest beverage of all.
The state of Missouri.
That's right.
You landed that. We landed that. Ben, please route us to the Atlanta airport.
Happily.
The busiest airport in America. Good detour, Ben. And we're definitely not going to miss our flight because of it. Nope.
So, at least for me, it seems like no matter what, our first move is to go to New Hampshire.
Yes.
And get New Hampshire done.
A bridge. New Hampshire is covered in historical covered bridges built to withstand brutal winters. Visit any covered bridge and estimate how long it is without crossing it or using any formal measuring device. Your estimate must be within 10% of the bridge's true length. If you are wrong, you must try again at another bridge.
I can't believe they're forcing us to go on another shuttle. I hate shuttles.
Look, this is making you even stronger.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hi. we head to New Hampshire, and hopefully by the time we complete New Hampshire, we'll start to get a sense of what they're doing. They're just like nonsensically driving around Atlanta. Like they were headed north, now they're headed south again. I don't understand what they're doing.
Yeah, look, there are things in this life that we weren't meant to understand.
I think we can pick any car from this area.
How about the blue one?
A Jeep? I feel like every time I'm in a Jeep, I feel like I'm gonna die.
Okay, but what about that red one? Obviously, I would pick this because it's funny,
Okay,
but I don't have to drive it.
I feel like I'll regret this, but we can take the fun Jeep.
I'm gonna feel like such an asshole.
Oh my God, this car is simultaneously so big and so small. Yeah, so where are you actually navigating me to?
I am navigating you to Merrimack Covered Bridge.
Yes, here we are at the Atlanta airport. It took us a little longer to get to the airport than we...
It's totally fine. Our flight leaves in 50.
Don't worry, don't say a number. Okay.
Ready? All right. Let's go to Missouri.
Okay. It's gonna be okay, maybe. It's so hot in this air train.
Have you ever been to Missouri?
Never been?
I've never been to Missouri. Kind of excited.
If we can get there. That's where we lost season 7.
Oh, yeah. Remember?
Or not 7, 8? 8. It's gonna be fine. It's literally gonna be fine. Damn, that's a long pre-check line, dude.
All we can do is wait in it.
All right, phone has to go away while we go through security.
We're filming for 2 reasons. 1, Sam is locked in,
I'm so
and we're
locked
gonna
in.
prove how capable he is of navigating roads in Boston.
Boston roads are crazy.
2, I was playing Beyonce and he did not like it.
I didn't say that.
I know. I'm sort of just razzing you for fun.
You can't handle, there's just so many roads. What the
Go left one.
But it says an exit. That doesn't make, why is it an exit?
I think this should be the challenge for Massachusetts. I know Massachusetts isn't on the board.
I think we deserve Massachusetts.
Well, that's a given.
So another thing that I think is going to be really important is monitoring them. Where they're going, I think, could dramatically affect whether we want to go
Whether
to
we do the Cicadia business, yeah.
Because I think, we need to understand if they could beat us to a national park. And if they can, we should not
waste the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Totally
that would be devastating if we went all the way there and, didn't
And all we got to do was spend a lovely day in Maine. No real way of knowing yet where they're going. It looks like they probably just got through security.
Okay, what's our gauge? Do we have a gauge?
No, I think we have to find a departure board. Why can't we find the damn gate? It just says Terminal N. Now I am getting a teensy bit nervous. We have 10 minutes before boarding closes. Do we need to get on this train?
I don't know. No.
But to what?
Get on.
I think we got to. I don't think we're in T. C. Typically Concourse C.
Okay, we'll try that.
We got 5 minutes before our boarding closes.
Welcome to New Hampshire.
Amy missed the sign. Doesn't it look vibey?
Yeah.
Look, Barnes. That's a
Come
New
on.
Hampshire thing.
That's awesome.
Top tier state, in my opinion.
Whoa.
And we're not even in the good bit.
Whoa. So here's basically the deal. We found a Home Depot that's on the way. We have a couple of ideas. One is to get string across the river and then maybe see how many Sam heights it is or something. String is, I think, the main thing. And then anything that inspires us.
Ben and Adam are still just reporting.
It's a great question. Okay, let's do some boy tracking before we go to Home Depot. We are in a rush, but they are potentially on a plane.
Departure board's here. It's not listed, man.
Okay, we just have to find...
We just have to find customer service.
Here, this, Adam, Southwest over here.
Orlando, Nashville.
Oh, wait, here's Southwest departures.
Here.
C-17.
C-17. We're good. I can see people.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
There was no way for us to figure out what the gate was.
To give context to the audience, I took the wrong exit. We lost about 10 minutes that we thought we were gonna have. Next time, maybe we spend a little less time at the World of Coca-Cola.
Look, in the end, we got to enjoy everything. I don't regret a second of it.
The door just closed.
Where Adam is would be kind of consistent with this Atlanta to St. Louis.
That could make sense for National Park in St. Louis. Let's go.
We'll monitor the situation.
Yeah. There's kind of an incredible amount of slush.
I love coming to Home Depot as a human woman because if I'm by myself, 10 different people ask me if I'm looking for the paint.
You think one of these would help?
Yeah. If I get a hold of Ben or Adam.
Wait, rope?
Who?
Twine.
Twine.
Could use some twine.
And it's pink, thank God. Ooh, maybe let's then get something heavy so that if we tie it to the end of this, we can chuck it across.
But surely we could just do that with a rock.
Yeah, but we could get something so much easier to tie to here. Rocks are shaped crazy. What if we just got duct tape? Gorilla tape, sure. Very powerful. I wish they still had hot dogs at Home Depot.
What?
You never had a Home Depot hot dog?
I would never put a Home Depot hot dog in my mouth, and I've put crazy things in my mouth.
Okay.
Just for extra safety, it says that we can consume any amount of soup.
You're gonna spill some on your shirt.
I'm gonna spill some on my shirt, so I can suck it off my shirt mid-flight. You see that?
That's so gross.
Brian, we have to. Do you want to risk it, Brian? Do you want to risk?
I just think it's hilarious.
The plan is I just go, like you can see the little morsels. I just go like,
Sam,
kill that.
I'll give you 20 coins out of my budget to eat this leaf.
Hi. Need some help? I think we're gonna be okay, but I'll let you know if that changes.
Invalid scan.
Oh no, maybe we do need help.
Okay, we're about to get on the plane.
We do have to put in what we're protecting while we're in the air. I think it's just the national parks part. I do think they're probably going to claim something while we're in the air. So the board's going to look different when we're in Missouri.
Let's note it's going to be their first claim of the day.
They're kind of slow rolling things, and they cannot afford to be slow rolling things.
Please don't pass up any spaces as you come back.
Would you like an ear?
No.
Like the tracker is certainly tweaking out a bit, but broadly following the trajectory of that southwest plane to St. Louis. It's a bit annoying, but I mean, we didn't really want to go to Acadia that hard anyway, right? So we just really got to hope that whatever flops down after we complete New Hampshire is something that we can do ideally within driving distance.
That would be huge.
How many states do we have to go until Delaware?
I mean, if one of them was New York, not that many, because then it would be like New Jersey, New York.
Man, New York would be really cool.
Yeah. All right, we're about 2 minutes out from Merrimack Covered Bridge.
What's the purpose of it? Like, I've never had an issue with uncovered bridges personally.
Well, have you ever not been able to cross a bridge because it got frozen or there was tons of snow on it?
No.
Well?
Oh, look at her.
Oh, come on now.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay, bridge time. She's very short.
She's very short.
There's also some dogs that are very much not a fan.
Very not into the vibe that we're bringing into the space. Well, what we could do, if we had something heavy that we think we could throw to the other side and then pull it back.
What about, look, these are semi-regular. I'm gonna count how many slats there are.
Okay, so that could be we could do two things and then see what we trust.
I know how long my foot is, because this was very relevant in Taiwan. Still a question of how long are my feet. I'm really tempted by the theory that these are 1 foot long. My foot is just slightly longer than them, and I was thinking my foot looks slightly longer than 1 foot, which very conveniently is almost exactly 1 foot.
Whoa, you're the foot?
Pretty much.
You're the foot from foot?
I counted, there's 31 of them, and they seem to be at very regular intervals, but it's like slightly more than 1
quite
foot.
close.
I think if we considered the slats like 1.1 feet,
And multiply that by
by 31, I feel relatively good about that estimate.
If I can get this in a few throws, that could be a second estimate. And if it comes out similar, that would just feel good. We should have gotten high-vis vests so it looks like we're doing official business.
We are doing official business. This is official.
Not
jet
exactly
business.
city business.
Okay, that's almost
That's
exactly right.
Pretty good. Then that plus maybe like a foot or so.
And do you want to measure how many knees this is?
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
That's one
My
knee?
thumbs, yeah, that's one Sam. 2 Sams. 3 Sams. 4 Sams.
And I think this is a partial Sam.
Hopefully it's an Amy.
That's close to a
that might be
Sam.
What's 1 Sam?
Okay, so I think round up to 6'3", like
Okay.
a strong 6'2", let's say.
Okay. You better not be doing that thing people do where they lie.
No,
Men
no.
do. So
that
5
is
times
how
6
many?
is 30. That's 30 feet. 3 inches times 5 is 15 inches, which is 1 foot 3 inches. So
Okay.
that's 31, which agrees with our other
Yes,
method.
so I
as well.
counted 31 slats, and I think the slats
Are
looked,
about a foot.
I would say like 33-ish.
So if our ideas are 31, 32, and 33, should we just shoot the gap and say 32?
We could. And the margin is really not much.
No, it's really not. I feel like we have every reason to believe it's 32.
I think I feel good about 32.
Our guess is 32 feet.
Yep.
The answer is 32 feet.
Nailed it.
We didn't need
Nailed
a margin. We got
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Let's get our
Frickin'
money
go.
string and get back in our Jeep.
And draw some states.
Let's go.
Yes.
Well, oh yeah, so we first removed New Hampshire, so now we draw a new one. Okay, top one. You want me to do it?
Yeah, we gotta show it to me immediately.
Show to you immediately. Okay.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. The trouble is, its border with Canada is water, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So we'd still be like
And we
a
have,
Minnesota or a Michigan away from connecting.
yeah, we'd have to get on a whole ass airplane. So obviously we want to try to remove National Park card, I think now.
Yeah, because there's no way we can beat them. Well, they told us what they protected already.
Okay, so
We're gonna try
that.
National Park, but they protected it. So we're gonna do Nebraska.
Okay, should I cut it again?
What do you think?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
This one?
Oh my God.
Do you like this one?
Do you?
I don't know.
It's in your hand. You can feel it.
Okay, come on.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on. All right, breathe, breathe, breathe.
Let's go to Massachusetts.
All right, hello, welcome to the Nebula ad read. Here's the shtick this time. We're doing one take. Adam has to land this bottle flip. If he lands this bottle flip, you have to subscribe to Nebula. Those are the rules.
There's no camera tricks. We're doing one take
Look,
of this.
I have proof. See, this
is real.
This is the clapper board.
Okay.
This is take
You
one.
have to subscribe to
We
Nebula
couldn't
if I make the
manipulate
bottle.
this.
Okay, you ready?
You have to do it. It's gonna be really awkward if he doesn't.
I'm legit. I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. And.
We're gonna be billionaires.
Okay, and now back to normal ad read vibes. That I am through. This was take.
That was actually
This
take
was
one.
real.
That was actually
He
take
said
one.
we weren't going to do another
That
one.
was actually
Well,
take one.
of course, the rules are you do have to subscribe, but good news.
Why
But good
would you
news.
subscribe?
Obviously, the next episode is up right now. You can see
so relieved.
what our plan is following our success at this challenge. You can see what Sam and Amy are going to do
Awesome
in
stuff.
response. Episode 3 should be very fun, and you can go watch it right now on Nebula. But what you can also check out is the Layover Podcast, which is our after-show podcast where we break down all the behind the scenes and the nitty-gritty and all the strategy that we don't get to talk about on camera in podcast form. And we do it with Amy this season. And this episode, we get to talk about how we realized as soon as we started doing this challenge that we totally wrote it wrong and it was way too hard. And then we sort of got it through sheer luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else should you watch on Nebula? That's a good question. You remember Brian, right? He was on seasons 1,
4, and 6. 16?
No, that's too many. Something like that. He's been here a lot. He's the Irish guy, you know?
15, I think 15.
Right, when he's not jet lagging, he's making his own channel re-engineering, and him and his team put together this great Nebula exclusive series that I'm really enjoying called The Anatomy of. Basically, he looks at the inner workings of consumer electronics, like I think the first episode was about the iPod, like the original iPod, which, fun fact, you know, Apple put that together as like a product. I think it was like 9 months between when they decided.
Is that true?
It was like super fast.
That's crazy.
I'm almost certain it's true.
That's crazy.
So I recommend watching that. It's one of just so many good original, exclusive, and first shows on Nebula. And good news, by the way, your obligation, because of the bottle flip, to subscribe to Nebula is not going to be that terrible.
No. Look, it's, you know, I know you have to sign up now.
Right, those are the rules.
Right, but if you use our code, Nebula.tv/jetlag, gotta use that code. You're gonna get 50% off an annual subscription. It's gonna be only $30 for the whole year.
The whole year.
All right, that's Nebula.tv/jetlag. And now, folks, just to prove that you have to sign up for Nebula, I am going to
you're
end
gonna do
the
it
ad
again?
No.
with getting the bottle again.
He's an addict. Do it.
But what if I get it?
Okay, just do it.
Just don't put this man in the casino.
You still have to sign up for Nebula, though.